Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Just in a moment, bringing in the day. I've been up since, I don't know. I've been up for a long time now, um, but I don't mind because what's happening is on levels beyond anything I've ever experienced in this lifetime. That's for sure. I've gotten a couple of downloads in the last 24 hours, and oh, confirmation with that fast-moving energy. I know I'm physically still on this planet due to gravity, but man, internally, my energy has me beaming like I don't even know. I'm looking at something that says Yahi Tech, but I was looking at it as Yahweh Tech. Just more Akashic record information and connecting the lineage dots, ancestry, and found another link. I found the link. As it was just 3 minutes exactly, it turned 3 minutes exactly. I found the link that ties it all together. And that link is, speaking of Yah, that link is with Yahshua. And Yahshua's adolescent and early adulthood travels to lands that the religious book does not mention, and then back to Jerusalem at the age of 29. 29 is significant, as we know that's an 11, and yeah, that breaks down to a 2. That is also a master number. We also know 1129 is right around the corner. If it's not after the posting of it, might have already happened, depending on when this is posted. I'm looking at something about Dwayne Johnson in Hawaii for looks like Moana 2. So there could be something about the second, whether that's the second of the month, you're the second, like as I am the second, as I was named, earthly named the second. Well, there you go. And there's a ceasefire. It's day 1 of the ceasefire. Oh, I just felt a welcome to the party. So there's so many downloads. There's so much. I grabbed some tarot cards. I'm almost afraid to grab them. Like, we're gonna give nothing but major arcanas, like stars and suns, multiples, even if they're only one of each in the deck. It's that kind of energy. It's that electric. It is fire and confirmation with that fast moving energy. And it's amazing. I have journeyed to and fro. Unlike the enemy seeking whom they may devour, I have been seeking whom I may heal and acquire, as in who's ready to make this paradigm shift. I'm thinking of that. Do you remember at the park, the old school wheel, the big old spin wheel thing? I don't even know what they're called. Big metal thing. You could kill yourself on that thing, boy. It had metal bars, like everything, right? I was going to say something in regards to the C19, yeah, that disease, but I didn't. Um, but the that spin wheel thing, right? You remember getting on that thing and running around as fast as you can to get your friends, right? And your brothers and sisters will spin you around as fast as you can on that thing. You go flying off of it if they get it spinning fast enough. I mean, that thing was dangerous. And but I'm thinking of that right now, and that is the energy of. Is there something about an anteater or something? An anteater. I have to look up the spiritual meaning of that. But that thing spinning around and around and around and around, and it gets to going so fast, and esoterically that device gets or yeah, that tool device gets to spinning so fast that it launches you off into somewhere else, right? And when you land into the dirt, gravel, whatever, hopefully grass, hopefully some thick St. Augustine or something, you land in the grass and you wake up and you're somewhere else. You're like, well, where in the world? What? Right? But for some reason, I just got that wheel right now and just going around really, really, really fast. And it's like the Back to the Future where you have to get it up to 80 miles an hour. I think it was Doc had to get it up to 80 miles an hour in order to get the DeLorean to jump timelines. Okay? Man, my crown is like zzz or something like that. It's a low buzz, something like on the right side at this time. And yeah. Hmm. Spirit. You do. Oh man. hope somebody else is up here with me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that. If you said I am, then you know what I mean by that. This is with like no drugs. You know what I mean? Like this is no drugs, no pills, no drink, no. I haven't had an alcoholic beverage in. Yeah, it's been a little minute. Yeah. In fact, I have Chardonnay in the refrigerator, but it's for the ancestors, my ancestors. So, not any ancestor, my ancestors, and the karmic's ancestors who are now on our side, my side. So it's for them. Yeah, I bet you do. And the karmics are like, yeah, they're like, I like Jack. Yeah, I bet you do. You're a karmic. I bet you do like Jack. Maybe that's someone's drink. In my last dispensation, my first jubilee this lifetime, it's energetically already closed, but it'll be closed officially on Friday the 29th of November at 1:07 in the afternoon. The first jubilee will close for this lifetime. Mm-hmm. It was 12:33 on the video timer. And I think his favorite drink was Jack and Coke. Was Jack and Coke? Might be. I don't know. Oh, and vodka. Yeah, that was his. Life is so much better. Over here, up here, however you want to say it. When you are clean and clear, and you have done all of your healing work, and you've gone through your dark night of the soul, you've gone through your ascensions, and you've reached a place to where you've received the key to your throne, and you receive an actual key. You receive an actual key to your throne. You do go through a ceremony where you receive an actual key from divine source on your journey, should you reach that level. And nothing compares to it. Nothing. I'm going to say it like this, a little different than most. If I could go back with the same ignorance that I walked the first 50 with, or 46 and 9 months, that I walked that ignorance with, to arrive at this moment, point and place today, would I do it again? I would say I'd strongly consider it. That's the pure answer. I would strongly consider it. Wow. Mm. Okay. I love you too. This lifetime, you're going to get it right. Yeah, I see the eyes on me. They're on you too. Half of them are wanting to see. One eye is wanting to see if you succeed. The other eye is wanting to see if you fail. It's truly how most people look at you. But you don't. You don't have to pay them any mind. You can treat them like ornaments if you like. Yeah. Meaning when you get tired of looking at them, put them away. That's what you do with ornaments, right? Put them in a garage sale. 17:33 on the timer. And 9:19 Mountain Standard Time. I'm looking at something that says 2420. That was the number of, I guess, reviews something had, but 2420. That is obviously this year. So the significance of this year cannot be overstated. Divine has called us to a something. To a something. I meant to say that, I guess. To a something that is targeted. And I love it today. Those of you who've been with me for any length of time, you know that I have not always. And the truth of the matter is, moving forward, I will not always. I do believe that I will enjoy more of it. Confirmation with this fast-moving energy. So I will, moving forward. But that's because our focus is different, right? Collective. That's because our focus is different. I have come into the wisdom and now knowledge. It started out, it was wisdom was given to me, and now it's knowledge, right? And was thinking about during the moon time, shadow time of the day, witching hours. I was thinking about the first 50 again, and I'll be thinking about it for, for some time, I'm sure. Someone's crying, whining, as you can hear if you heard that. And just thinking about, and I was really kind of focused on trying to anyway. There might be something about the troll dolls. You remember those troll dolls that had the hairs like sticking up, look like the Don King hairstyle? The boxing promoter. 2203 on the video timer. And from the 26th and almost, I don't know anyone who was birthed on 11/25. That's the only day I'm missing. But otherwise, from the 24th of November until the 3rd of December, I know someone birthed on every single one of those days consecutively. So I have a gentleman that I grew up with as a cousin, and he was birthed 5 days before I was, same year. He's the cousin that was born with the thunderbolt in the middle of his forehead, a white thunderbolt, literally a thunderbolt symbol in the middle of his forehead. And no one on the 25th. On the 26th, I used to know a gentleman, Steve, and I used to know a gentleman, Archie. They're both on the 26th. And in general, I know more November birthdays than I do. I know more Scorpio and Sagittarian birthdays than I do any other. And there are more Sagittarian and Scorpion birthdays in my family, or in that I grew up with, than any other two zodiac signs. Then on the 27th, which is today, right? Yeah, today's 27th. And it's 9:27 Mountain Standard Time. And so one of the ladies who joined the polygamous cult in 1985, 1985, has a birthday today. And her first name is Denise. She's one of the women who she left in 2009 I believe, if she did leave. She left in 2009. From what she told me years ago, she left in 2009, and is now on her own, I believe, and hopefully free in every way possible. But her birthday is today. Her and I are 9 years apart, 8 years apart, something like that. And again, she was there from 85 until 2009. Then tomorrow is Judy's father's birthday. And his name is David Charles. And he passed at the age of 77. And he passed while on dialysis from, I'm not sure if it was something with his heart, but dialysis is not good long term for you. Take it from someone who was on it for 4.5 years. Or needed it for 4.5 years, I guess, or whatever. I'm hearing it. Wait, that's not how it goes. Whatever the T-Mobile ring is, like, Alexa, what does the T-Mobile ring sound like?
T-Mobile's ring is unique and distinctive. It is an electronic sound that has been described as both futuristic and fun. The ring has been likened to the sound of tapping in a barrel. Overall, the ring is distinctive and easily recognizable.
Okay, it doesn't make the noise, but I think that's the tone I'm hearing. And maybe that's meaning a phone call's coming in. But again, I'm not using the right tones and whatever. I'm missing whatever. Take me by the hand, we'll leave this troubled land. Get away. Let's leave today. That's a good one. And it's a sign of the times. I just got it. It's the sign of the times. There's something about a crucifixion. Or not that one, obviously. There's that one, but other crucifixions. And again, it's the same thing as an ascension. Because crucifixion means to ascend. It doesn't mean to die. So, during Yeshua's whose Arabic name is Issa, during Yeshua's time as an adolescent, during that lifetime that we're all familiar with, his 33 years, I have always wondered, since I can remember, what happened to the teenage years in the Bible for Yeshua. I just heard con artist. So the con artist removed his adolescent years when he was traveling to Tibet and to India and Hindu temples, and when he was picking up, meeting with the different monks, and picking up on the different rituals, and how this goes, and how that goes, and when he was learning these things, meditation practices, and he was picking these things up from these teachers, from these scholars. The human has removed that confirmation with this fast moving energy. The human has removed that from the religious book in order to keep it religious, so that it can remove. And again, pay attention to what has been taken away from off. Pay attention to what has been taken off your plate, Soul Tribe Collective. Pay attention to what has been taken off your plate. So originally, you were served this beautiful 12-course meal. It's Thanksgiving, baby. Give thanks. You were given this beautiful 12-course meal originally. Okay? Again, pay attention to the synchronicities. 12 disciples, 12 months. Actually, it was 12 apostles, not disciples, but 12 apostles. All the other people are disciples. Okay? The ones who walked with him that he specifically selected are apostles. Right? I think I just heard somebody say that's real or something like that outside. They yelled it. And so, or that's right or something. So someone's still crying. And so they removed that because they wanted to keep it. There's someone's name is Laura. 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 Okay. Robbie, Robert. Confirmation, Bert. Confirmation. So those were the years that were removed from the book that Christianity uses today, and any other offspring of religion. Religious offspring. Religious offspring is just as karmic as the seed it came from, What else should I share, Divine Source? Messiah. What else should I share at this time? I'm here for you, collective. That's why I'm here. To help take us from one dispensation into the next. That's why I'm here. And it's a real, true thing. I've been reminded again recently of so many thoughts I had as a child. The thoughts I had as a child, and how it's 9:37, that's 19. There might be something about that. And how it breaks down to a 1. And Yeah, just reminded about so many moments and times and hmm. Now some things stand out as being done on purpose that I just heard sleight of hand. It was a sleight of hand. 64 degrees, there might be something about 46 or 64. And I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. Through me, really. That's better than on me. I will have to be on stage, but I love my solitude. Confirmation. You know something? The truth can get so good that you're not even interested in the fables. You're not even entertaining them. You don't even want anything to do with them. You walk right past them. Yep, kind of like that. Like the prostitute on the corner. You look at it and you just say, you could do so much better for yourself. And you just keep on going. Publicly, I thank you, Divine Source, for the first Jubilee of this lifetime, the 10th and final lifetime here. Can't believe we've gone further than we've ever gone before. Can you believe it? In all of our times here, we've gone further than we've ever gone before. Can you believe it? In this form. It's pretty good. It is. It's pretty good. It wasn't always, but it's pretty good. This cup says merrier together. I just saw that. Spirit brought that to my attention because I was just sitting here. I buy coffee, on a every other day basis, every 2 days or something like that. I go get some. And sometimes it's back-to-back days. Yesterday and today were back-to-back. But I never pay attention, but it says merrier together in this. So for us who are on the love train this time around, people all around the world, join in, start a love train, people around the world, join in, start a love train. That has nothing to do with polygamy or polyamorous relationships, not those. The ratio in marriage shall be, let it be said and declared, 1 dick to 1 vagina. 1 vagina to 1 dick. That is the correct marriage ratio within a household. That is correct. Oh, shit. Was that 40-40 on the... Oh, it was 40-40 on the video. That's fire. That's fire. It was 40-40 on the video timer. I never say that's fire. Someone might say that. That's fire. I don't talk like that. Who says that? That's fire. Someone might say that. I don't know. That was pretty sweet, though. Look down and said it was 40-40 on the timer when you're declaring that the divine relationship, partnership is dick to penis. That you can't deny that. And that's an 8 for completion. 40-40. Breaks down to 22-22. No one can challenge that. Wow. Wow. No one can challenge that. They can oppose it, but they can't challenge. What's the difference between challenge and oppose? Alexa, what's the difference between challenge and oppose?
I don't know that.
Challenge. Alexa, what does it mean to oppose something?
The verb, oppose, can have a few meanings. 1. To act against or provide resistance to, combat. 2. To stand in the way of, hinder, obstruct. 3. To set as an opponent or adversary. 4. To be hostile or adverse to, as in opinion.
Okay. All right. So, ding, 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 ding. Okay. So, the challenge or the opposition brings the challenge. An opposition is automatically a challenge. An opposition is automatically a challenge. Okay, so the moment that someone comes against your free will, that's not what I was thinking I was going to say. The moment someone comes against your free will, is the moment that you're presented with a challenge. And that is an opposing challenge. Alexa, what's the opposite of opposing?
Antonyms for opposing meaning at variance include agreeable or allied.
Okay. So let me think about it. Let me see. So, yeah, right. So challenge. All opposition is a challenge. Is it possible for a challenge to not be an opposition? I don't think so. It's possible for an opposition to not. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's possible for a challenge to not be an opposition. All oppositions are challenges. I think it's possible for a challenge to not be an opposition in this way. If I'm your teammate and you're needing to gain some strength in your physical body, right? We're on the same football team. It's football season. And I need you to catch the ball, the pass I'm throwing to you, or you to get the pass to me, right? So you need to work on some strength. So I'm going to motivate you, and you can motivate me. And I challenge you in a bench pressing contest. Okay? That's the challenge, but the opposition's actually the weights. I'm not against you. I'm very much for you as your teammate and as one who's wanting you to succeed in life in general. But I do challenge you as a teacher challenges the student. And perhaps as the student challenges the teacher. I mean, Good Will Hunting was a good movie. Is a good movie. Not was. It still is. Bless you, Robin Williams. We should play. That's what he liked to do. Play. My right ear is buzzing. Robin Williams. Alexa, when was Robin Williams born?
Robin Williams was born on July 21st, 1951.
721. So he's a 777, baby. He's a 333. Or 73s, actually, right? So 721. 777, baby. If you want any help with discovering any of that about yourself, feel free to reach out to me. My email address is theencourager333@gmail.com. Alexa, when did Robin Williams pass?
Robin Williams died on August 11, 2014 at the age of 63 years.
Okay, so that might be something about 63 or 36 or 9 or 369 as those. So 36, again, this is how I see numbers. So 36 is 369. Okay, there's a 3, a 6, and a 9 within 36 or 63, however. Okay, so 8/11 might be significant, or November 8th. That's a 10. Someone smokes a lot. Well, to my Vedic ancestors, confirmation with that fast moving energy. To my Vedic ancestors, I love you dearly and thank you so much for all that you pour into me. Rudra-Shiva. Thank you. We're never meant to be man. We're never meant to be man. The goal was for us to come here and to show you how to live. Not to come here and take over your life. That wasn't the plan. The enemy did the injustice. By corrupting. $9.90, $9.70. Confirmation. Somewhere up in there, between all those years in there, somewhere up in there. I just heard somebody say, God damn it. It's just, and that was a higher energy. That was I don't know, very interesting. Almost like I'm tired of this kind of energy. Like, God damn it. Like, kind of like that. Like, I think, if I'm demonstrating that accurately. Nope, I'm not. I'm never coming down. Everything's tied together for me now. Oh, should I? Uh, hmm. Hold on one second. Let me grab something real quick. I'm getting ready to. You know, when the human body does bizarre ass shit when you are high vibrational, like weird ass shit happens to you, like it is 64 degrees outside and my armpits are sweating, like it's just and it's just dumb, and I mean dumb in a funny way, just stupid stuff that just forever will tell us that the body really, again, wasn't confirmation, fast moving energy. We weren't supposed to be here like this. Confirmation again. Now I almost missed that one. It doesn't matter, you know, you hear the sound. But we weren't supposed to be here like this. And Divine's really wanting to get us back to that original timeline. And that's where the paradigm shift is. For the planet. We go through individual ones, hopefully, all the time. Those are the minis that add up to the biggie. Those are the minis that add up to the biggie. Don't forsake the minis that add up to the biggie. Okay? So don't forsake the days of small things. I've been faithful over a little, so I've been given much. Um, yeah, so it's all been tied together for me now. It's funny that it's happening. And it's funny that I got this download 3 days before the official closing of the first Jubilee. If you closed your, close your first Jubilee this year, excellent. I hope you're in a good place. And that means even for anyone in darkness. It feels good to let go of every last drop of residue to man. It'd be nice to have no recollection of the, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way for a reason. Although I do believe that in some cases you can shift to that. It can be beneficial and harmful. But yeah, indeed. So yeah. So I found out why my skin tone, why this skin tone changes from time to time and looks reddish. I found out in finding another ancient bloodline connection and lifetime here, yeah. So I found that, discovered that. It's amazing. And I've discovered why when my anger reaches a certain point, it causes lightning to strike. I've seen that with my own physical pupils. That has happened. I now understand that a little better and know where that power energy comes from, the lightning energy. I understand that. There's something about Dhamhala. Am I saying that right? Dhamdala. Sorry. Dhamdala. Yes, that's correct. That has nothing to do with what I was saying previously. I looked at that days prior and just that came to me just now, so I thought I would mention it. But confirmation with the coffee. There's something also about the rhino energy in addition to the tiger energy. Alexa, what does the rhino represent in spirituality?
according to an Alexa Answers contributor. The rhino is a symbol of good luck in some cultures. The Sumatran rhinoceros is also a symbol of strength and power. The Javan rhinoceros is the most threatened of all 5 species. They symbolize hope because they still exist despite being on the brink of extinction.
Amazing. We are a rare collective. I'm hearing it's time. I'm hearing that. I remember for a long time, for probably maybe only within the last couple of months or so. I don't know. I don't recall recognizing exactly when it shifted. But for a minute, for probably a year, I was hearing one more time, one more time, one more time, right? But now, I'm hearing now is the time. Confirmation. Confirmation with the startup of that. That's just the word that, yeah. I keep thinking of this song, and I really wasn't gonna miss this. And yeah, I will, because the motorcycles run. You hear it, or little moped thing. So I'll mention it. So there's a song by Brooklyn Bridge. It's a song by Brooklyn Bridge. There might be something about Brooklyn or a bridge. Or the Brooklyn Bridge, I guess. Alexa, what 2 cities does the Brooklyn Bridge link?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. In New York City, the bridge connects the Brooklyn and Manhattan neighborhoods.
Oh, okay. So it connects Brooklyn and Manhattan. The mayor's name is Seth Law. So there might be something about the spirit of Seth or Law. My first office building, something about an office building. My first office was in a building that was owned by a lawyer. And he probably still owns it. It's Jason Harr, Harr. And yeah, he's an attorney in Daytona Beach, Florida. Wow. Really? I just heard those were some lean times. Wow. Meaning financially. Lean times. And they were. That was my first office location. I was a year out from dialysis, and then I stepped out on my own from the full-time W-2 employment opportunity I had into business ownership for myself. It was 2018. There's so much that's happened in such a short period of time. It almost is difficult to conceive. That's wild. So much has happened. In just 7 years, from the transplant, new blood filter, a divorce, an engagement, of and exposing, ascension, self-healing, relocating 2,050 miles, giving everything away, no medical pills whatsoever, not even anti-rejection meds for a kidney transplant. Released my poor Sadie, my girl. Gave away my car and my motorcycle. Closed businesses. Started a business. Like, there's so much. Left the place I was sent to 20 something years ago, 22 years ago now. Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. And in that time, in that 7 years, I've traveled to Arizona, Texas, no, Mississippi was 10 years ago. Illinois, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, did I say Texas? Yeah. I should have counted those states. I'll write them down, count them again. It's probably 7. Just guessing, just based on life and synchronicities, it's probably 7. So, something that the Bible doesn't tell you or it lies about. Yeah, the Bible lies. That's why it's a religious book. That's why it hides shit. Yeshua left his parents at the age of 13. He left their house to set off on his divine mission. Because again, St. Mary already knew from birth, confirmation with that fast moving energy. Thank you for the ancestor that's here right now, that I'm currently looking at, whose profile I'm looking at, whatever that image is, whoever that is. I don't know who that is. It's a profile view. You want me to show you? You ready? I hope you can see it. see that image? See that image in that shadow? You see that? See how they're looking? How they're looking that way over there, right? To the right. You see that? So, um, thank you, ancestors, for your help. And thank you once again to all of the white energy workers who are here helping us. Some of them we may never meet, but they know our story because they heard on the platform or because energetically, divine source in the universe has brought us to their attention or them to ours. So the song again, Brooklyn Bridge. The title of the song is Worst That Could Happen to Me, and the song is a very depressing song. It's a song about, it's a gentleman singing a song, but it's a song about him and him realizing that him being a player is not the lifestyle that, in his case, a woman is wanting, and I say that because he's a guy. And there again, there's no other relationship that's accepted into divine headquarters. So, divine headquarters. I'm thinking of Joey. He's the spiritual gangster, Joey. He's on YouTube. He's in Hawaii. There's a second thing about Hawaii. There's the second thing about Hawaii during this video. Time 1:13:53. It's 10:16 and 65 degrees. Okay. So 55:44 is significant. But it's a very sad song, and he's just talking about how he knows that this is it, and this time you're really sure, and was that a dog bark? And this is the end, and and so again, very, very, very sad song. I had not heard that song before I got that energetically, and I couldn't even begin to tell you because it's such a loathing love, such a sorrowful song. It's definitely not one unless you have need to energetically that you would look up, right? So but again, that's just the energy of whoever it is that is realizing that they've missed out on. It could be it could be your first girlfriend, it could be your first wife, it could be your third girlfriend, it could be your fifth girlfriend, it could be your fourth boyfriend, it could be your eighth, whatever, boyfriend, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Whoever it is, and again, soulmates can be whoever. Soulmates can be parents, siblings. It doesn't have to be a physically sexual relationship. Um, and uh, yes, unfortunately, some of that goes on with parents and siblings. We know that. So, um, or or parents and their children. Mm-hmm. Confirmation. So, and the chorus, part of the chorus goes, maybe it's the best thing, maybe it's the best thing for you, but it's the worst that could happen to me. Right? And so the person is basically saying, I know my player lifestyle is not for you, but I'm not also for marriage. And so your player ways, or their player ways, I should say, their player ways, and I know they listen, so it could be your too, but your player ways does not match up to my monogamous commitment and oneness and unity. And so we agree to shake hands and walk away nicely. And even though it's painful, they understand. There's something about three things. These three words, that song, right? These three words is I love you. These three words. Um, so, all right. It's 12:20 and 67 degrees. That's 12:13. That's order 12:13. I hope you enjoy all that the holiday season is bringing you. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. As I am recording this, it is actually the 27th, and so the day before. So, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you spend it with, and it's only worth spending, it's only worth waking up every day. When you make the choice to spend it with those who help you be your best. High yields are good. High yields, we're high yields. We're receiving high yields. High returns on our investments, collective. High returns on our investments. Might be time to look at the nonprofit, or at least write it down, like I've been doing, writing down the companies, the entities, the ideas, the strategies. That's what I've been doing a lot of the last 3 weeks. Yep, I got it. Thanks, Most High. So, be of good cheer, and be of good cheer, and yeah, no more keeping up with the Joneses or the Kardashians. We're not trying to keep up with any of them. We are here to live the life that we are meant to live. And when we get a better understanding of how life works, then we can understand how they, whether for their good or to their good or to their detriment, how they, celebrities, if you will, popular people, find themselves in such a situation. Because then we can begin to see again through clear conscience or through karmic conscience how they got to where they are. Confirmation verb. Compliments to the inspirer. So I thank you today, Divine Source. I thank you today, Spirit of Kobe Bryant. I thank you today, Mamba. We are alive and well, baby. Yes, we are. As my third eye is just popping. I am being reminded so much about Divine's love for me and for us. It's directed at me, right? Because it's a personal relationship. It's an individual relationship. That's why spirituality and not religion is the way to go, because religion teaches group sex in its own way. Spirituality teaches monogamy. Because religion has you collecting, gathering together on a religious basis. So on the outside, externally they forsake not the assembling of themselves, but they are assembling themselves, exposing their sacrals and involving themselves in ungodly acts. And religion itself does this, even if they're not involved in sexual misdeeds with multiples. Religion itself does this. Religion strips you down to nothing and leaves you naked, standing out in the middle of the street, and for many, embarrassed. I wouldn't be embarrassed if I was standing naked in the middle of the street. I'd probably walk slow. But it's because I truly have nothing to be ashamed of in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And I do mean that in the way that you are thinking as well. So the detained have been released, and it's 3. Thank you, China. And thank you to those men or women. I'm not sure if of the genders, but thank you to those men and or women who risk their lives for whatever reason. They might, I don't know if they're soldiers or, I don't know if they're military personnel or civilians, but it doesn't matter, right? Because if you're a journalist or whatever, your job, your life's on the line over there too, just like anyone else's. And thank you, reporters, by the way. Reporter? Hello, reporter. You wanting to talk to me? Or someone? I said me. You can. So again, sending you great love, collective. As I receive a hug from you, I send that hug back to you. Confirmation with that. Whoa, you hear that? Yes, collective. Absolutely. So, Bout it. Somebody says that. Again, I don't use those words. I don't say bout it, bout it. I don't generally I don't talk slang unless I'm fooling around. I don't I don't talk like that. Again, the way that I speak today, with whatever clarity or dumbfoundedness, I was speaking like this in the projects at the age of 6. I've been speaking like this as long as I can remember. So yeah, but I clown if I'm speaking slang and ebonics and all that sort of thing. I laugh at people who talk like that because it kind of sounds funny. And it's not making fun of them, it just sounds funny. Like, ain't none of them, and it just sounds, that sounds like babble. Ain't none of them. What did you just say? What did you just what did you just say? You know? Mm. Life is too precious to not sound out your words. There is none of them, or there's none of them, all right? Or there's not any of them. Or, you know what I'm saying, right? And that's one of the things that's one of my things. Ignorance is a pet peeve of mine, I think. Or they say your Y-O-U-R, and they don't know the difference between Y-O-U-R and Y-O-U-R or Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Like that, those things get me, and I don't know why they do, but they do. So happy Thanksgiving, as every day is. Okay, give someone a hug today. I'm looking at a picture. Right. Give someone a hug today. Okay. I don't know if I'll have that opportunity. That's fast moving energy. I don't know if I'll have that opportunity today, but if I do, I will. And that's my promise to the universe. Okay, universe? So if I have the opportunity to give someone a hug, today I will. Although it might get awkward because, I don't know, I'm not running up to anyone, so they would have to approach me. Tune in again soon.